On a quiet, chilly morning, a tiny kitten was found alone on the street, shivering and frightened. The rescuer, passing by, noticed the kitten's frail body and immediately sprang into action. This small life, no more than a few weeks old, had no one to care for him. His cries echoed through the empty street, a plea for help that could not be ignored. The first thing the rescuer did was to secure the kitten, wrapping him in a warm blanket to provide some comfort. The next step was feeding him. The kitten devoured the food hungrily, his tiny frame revealing just how long he had gone without nourishment. For the rescuer, this was a promising sign. The kitten still had the strength to fight. Knowing that the kitten needed more than just food and warmth, the rescuer rushed him to a veterinary hospital. At the hospital, the kitten underwent a thorough examination. The vets discovered troubling signs. There was a suspicion that the kitten had suffered a traumatic brain injury, TBI. How such a tiny creature could endure such an injury was unimaginable. The team speculated that the kitten had been struck with significant force, a thought that brought both sadness and anger. Despite the grim diagnosis, the kitten showed resilience. His condition was stable, and he began eating on his own. However, the trauma had affected his coordination. He wobbled and tilted to one side, unable to move without assistance. The rescuers and vets worked tirelessly, holding him during feedings and ensuring his movements were supported. Over the next few days, there were small victories. The kitten's swelling reduced significantly, and he no longer needed mannitol, a medication used to reduce brain swelling. This was a positive sign of progress, and the vets were cautiously optimistic. Recovery would be slow, but there was hope. Unfortunately, the injury had also impacted his eye on the side of the trauma. It was inflamed and required constant care. The vets explained that the force of the impact had likely damaged the delicate tissues around the eye. With timely treatment, they hoped for improvement, but there were no guarantees. The rescuer visited the kitten daily, providing love and encouragement. Each small milestone, a stable appetite, moments of calm, brought hope. But the journey was far from over. One day the rescuer noticed something alarming. The kitten's body felt unusually cool, and his temperature had dropped significantly. Despite his earlier progress, he refused to eat, a stark contrast to his usual eagerness during feedings. The vets acted quickly, running tests and providing supportive care, but his condition continued to deteriorate. It was a heartbreaking turn of events. The once promising signs of recovery were overshadowed by a rapid decline in the kitten's health. The vets and the rescuer faced an agonizing decision, whether to continue treatment or let the kitten go peacefully. The vets convened with the rescuer, discussing the kitten's quality of life and the likelihood of recovery. After much deliberation, and with heavy hearts, the decision was made to euthanize the kitten. It was a choice made out of love, to spare him further suffering. The rescuer held the kitten in his final moments, whispering words of comfort and love, ensuring he felt safe and cherished until the very end. The story of this brave kitten is one of both heartbreak and hope. Though his life was tragically short, it was filled with an outpouring of love and care from those who fought to give him a chance. He may have been a victim of cruelty, but he was also a testament to the compassion of humanity. Following the heart-wrenching journey of Yasha, we bring you the story of another little soul fighting for a second chance at life. This kitten, just as vulnerable and fragile, was found abandoned on the street, a heartbreaking reminder of how cruel the world can sometimes be to the most innocent among us. The rescuer, someone with an unyielding dedication to saving animals, discovered this kitten trembling and alone, thrown out like trash. It was clear the little one had been left to fend for himself in the unforgiving cold. Weak and frail, the kitten had clearly been starving for days, perhaps even longer. The rescuer's first instinct was to secure him, offering safety, warmth, and food. With gentle hands, they wrapped him in a blanket and gave him a small meal, the first this poor kitten had likely had in far too long. The next step was crucial. The kitten was taken to a small clinic for a thorough examination. The vets noted that the kitten was malnourished, his tiny body showing the unmistakable signs of prolonged hunger and exposure. It was no surprise. given that he had endured 10 days in the freezing cold. Despite the hardships, the kitten exhibited a remarkable will to survive. He used the litter box like a pro, a small but endearing sign of his resilience and adaptability. The rescuer was struck by how gorgeous the kitten was, even in his weakened state. His soft fur, though dirty and matted, hinted at the beauty that would shine through once he was healthy again. They couldn't help but hope that after receiving the care he so desperately needed, this little survivor would find a loving home. For now, treatment is still ongoing. The kitten's frail body is slowly regaining strength, and every small victory, a steady heartbeat, a stable temperature, a little more food eaten, is celebrated. The vets are carefully monitoring his condition, addressing his malnutrition and the health issues caused by his time in the cold. They are hopeful, though cautious, as they work to nurse him back to health. The rescuer's optimism remains unshaken. They envision a future where this kitten, now safe and cared for, finds a family that will love him unconditionally. A warm home, gentle hands, and the promise of never being abandoned again. That's the dream for this brave little soul. Though his journey has just begun, this kitten's story serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of animals and the incredible kindness of those who choose to help them. His fight isn't over, but with every passing day he grows stronger and closer to the life he deserves. The rescuer, who has seen the darkest sides of animal cruelty, knows the importance of giving each animal a chance. This kitten, like many others, proves that even in the face of unimaginable hardship, hope and love can make all the difference. The second story is a poignant reminder of the resilience of animals and the impact of kindness. This kitten, abandoned and left to endure the cold for 10 days, demonstrates how even in the harshest circumstances, life finds a way to persevere. It's heartbreaking to think of how many animals suffer in silence, but stories like this highlight the profound difference one person's compassion can make. What stands out in this narrative is the rescuer's unwavering determination to save this little soul. From the moment they secured the kitten, their focus on providing warmth, food, and safety showcases the extraordinary effort that goes into rescuing animals in need. The trip to the clinic revealed the toll those 10 days in the cold had taken, but it also set the stage for the kitten's recovery. A recovery fueled by love, care, and expert medical attention. Despite his hardships, he has the potential to thrive. This story serves as a beacon of hope, showing us that even in the darkest moments there's a chance for a brighter future when compassion and action come together. If their stories touched your heart, consider supporting your local shelters and rescue organisations. Every donation, every act of kindness, and every moment of awareness helps save lives. Together, we can ensure that no animal is ever left to face the cold and hunger alone. Thank you for being part of this journey, and we'll see you in the next chapter of hope and healing.
Покажи, какой ты красивый, Самсон. Это котик, который сидел 10 дней на морозе. Он очень старый.